Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. First, I want to say I hope everybody's doing fine, working on themselves, loving on themselves. But I promised I was going to get on here about excuse me if the camera's shaking because it's on my table and I'm using my table. But so I said I was going to get to a video about the dream I had about the 9 moons. So okay, let me tell you about the 9 moons. So first of all, they came from a message. It was a message from my grandmother. Not only was it a message from my grandmother, but the 9 moons were so visibly clear in the sky. When I tell you they were so beautiful, they were so beautiful. And I didn't know what they mean, so I did a little bit of research about it. And 9 moons is a symbol for closing cycles, successfully closing cycles. But not only was it 9 moons, during the process of these 9 moons, a new lover appeared to me. Could be for me, could be for the collective, but we all one. So the people that's resonating with my frequency is for us. We claiming it. It's for us, all right? And the new lover came with energy that I never felt. The energy from the new moon, the 9 moons, was energy I never felt. So this is symbolizing newness, starting over. Not even starting over, because we don't really start over. We move on from experience. We start from experience. We graduate to the next level from experience. Everything we've been through don't just get dismissed and thrown out. It goes with us. So we grow from experience. So I'm not even going to say start over. Also, I did want to briefly touch on my name. I changed my name from exclusively beauty, which I still love that name, but to I can't remember honestly right now. I think it's truthful tarot, exclusively truthful, exclusively honest tarot, or exclusively truthful tarot, or something like that. And the reason for that being is one thing I know about myself is I get real honest with myself. Like, yo, when I tell you a dig, baby, don't nobody dig harder on me than me. I don't care about the surface level stuff, what people think they see and what they think they know. I dig into my subconscious, and I do this on a regular basis. Not because I am obsessed with understanding myself. I really am. I'm not even gonna sit up and hold you. I am obsessed with understanding myself. I want to know why I do certain things. I want to know why certain things trigger me. I want to know. I just want to know so much about me, and learning so much about myself and wanting to understand so much about myself, I'm so truthful with myself now. Like, I don't try to sugarcoat my flaws or my little ticks and things that bother me or trigger me. I don't try to sugarcoat it. I accept it for exactly what it is. And I realize when I do readings for people and I'm giving readings out and stuff, that's the kind of messages I give out. And something I have just most recently made conscious to myself is that not everybody is ready for a message that I have, because I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to put it in a what is it called? Why is it on the tip of my tongue? A way that's not compassionate. I can't even think of the word. Whatever. I'm not going to put it in a way where it's you know harsh, but I'm gonna tell the truth. I have to tell the truth because I'm truthful with myself. So I can't go around giving readings and telling people stuff they want to hear. Or I can't put out a reading on YouTube because people just want to hear. People want to hear the good part of life. They want to hear, that everything is fine, which everything will always work out the way it's meant to work out. I believe that. But it come with harsh truth sometimes. And not everybody is prepared for the truth. The truth is can be cutting. Me and my so emotionally intelligent teenager had a conversation last night. We was talking, and she told me, she said, Ma, I rather the truth, even if it hurt me, even if it make me mad. I rather just the truth or nothing at all. And you talk about a proud mother, baby. That's my kid. That's my kid. But I told her, I said, that's how I live my life. I don't care how much the truth affect me. And I wasn't always this way. It used to be, I ain't want to hear nothing that will ruffle my feathers. You know what I mean? But the more I realize, the more truth you don't know about yourself, the more it festers in your soul. And with a heart like mine, I can't have something lingering and eating at me and not try to understand it, not try to know the actual core of it. I need the core. So with my readings, I'm going to be putting out messages that might be triggering to some, but it's going to get to the basis of everything. Like, even if it's not what people want to hear, it's what they should know. So with that being said, let's get to the reading. So I wanted to touch on this reading on my dream. The 9 moons. Spirit guys, give me the message that the collective need to hear about this new energy that's coming up. Or that I think we're already in it. It might take oh yeah, I just got a little breeze. Yeah, I got a little breeze. Anyway, so this new energy is already here. It might not look like it visibly on the outside of what's going on in our lives, but we can feel it. A lot of us can feel it. I know I can feel it. I, I felt the shift a while back, and it came with a calmness that kind of scared me because I have ADHD, right? So to feel extremely that calm was like, mind you, even down to being triggered. I had somebody throw some jabs at me via social media, and I knew it was for me. And what I would normally do is address it or contact that person because we had that kind of relationship. But then I realized, for what? It's not going to help me grow. All it's going to do is give that person the energy that they're looking for. It's not benefiting nobody else in the world. It's feeding lower level entities and energies and that frequency. And something I learned, whatever frequency you entertain, even if it's from the past or low vibrational, that's what you're going to pour into. And I refuse to pour into that kind of energy. So the energy came with some calmness. It came with calmness. Like I said, my camera gonna be shaking, so I apologize. So okay, let's get into the message. Which I want us to know about this new energy. And this gonna be a quick read because I gotta go to work after. I wish I would have had my time somewhere. We got justice, y'all. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Let me just tell y'all, we got justice. Okay? Came up real beautifully clear. Let me tell y'all, the way that card tried to flip out my hand, some people don't want you to get what you got coming for you. Be mindful of entertaining lower vibrational entities and energies at this present time because we got stuff coming in for us, y'all. What did I just say? What did I just say? Did I not just say, y'all watching my hands? Did I not just say we got things trying to come in and block stuff and steal stuff from us? Watch them lower level energies. I'm telling you, 10 of Swords. And we're going to get more because I'm going to go through each card and figure out what they're talking about. And we got Judgment. So tell us about the justice. Tell us about the justice. Let's clarify the justice. What about the justice? What about... I was told to put it back. I meant to pick it up, keep it. But 2 cards came out. Look. Ace of Cups and the Devil in reverse with justice. Didn't I talk about new love? This new love coming in with this new energy? Did I not? Because you detached. You've detached from trying to give people their karma. You detached from trying to be petty. Remind yourself that pettiness and resentment and what is it called? Retaliation. That's not for us. We got spirit guides. We got God. We don't have to fight no more. We don't have to fight no more. Some of us are actual spiritual warriors where we do spiritual work against those energies. But I tell you, you walked away from negative attachments and stuff. So this justice that's coming in is because you detached yourself from anything that's not serving your highest good. And I just want to let you know, kudos to you, family. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of all of us, y'all. Let's do the 7 of Swords. We got the Page of Cups. Ooh. And a 5 of Wands. And I wasn't even, I'm going to be honest with you. I was not going to pluck 2 cards for these cards. Now, the Justice card only had two cards because two cards flipped out at that time. But I just did it anyway, so I guess it was meant to be. And that's what we're going to do. But Five of Wands is my black magic, and the Page of Cups with that Seven of Swords. That's a past level who practice some black magic, some type of root work. And like I always tell y'all, black magic don't mean you gotta get up in the kitchen and mix nothing in the pot. Ain't got to be all of that. It's your intentions. It's your wishes for people, your ill wishes for people. When you people speaking on your name in a dishonorable way, when people lying on you, making stories up about you, wanting bad for you, talking bad about you. So please be mindful of a past lover that want to come back, and somebody who you knowingly did some root work on you. You knowingly know this person. They look at the bottom of the Ten of Wands. They could have put you in a hard position. Be mindful of this kind of person. Be mindful of this kind of person. Let's do the Ten of Swords. Let's do the Ten of Swords. I'm gonna put those two because they came up together. You got the Two of Swords in the world in reverse. Now, what I just heard for this is there's a lot of mental activity. The Ten of Swords plus the Two of Swords. You know, the Ten of Swords can speak on ending of hard cycles and stuff, but also with the energy that's surrounding this reading, because we got both old and new surrounding this reading. I feel like this right here is speaking on feeling like you two defeated to move forward after, and not closing out cycles, not finishing things that you know you should finish. You started stuff and then you didn't complete it. You know, feeling like everything just came tumbling down on you and you don't have no more energy to move forward. You know, you've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. But we have to find that strength somewhere, be it who you go to, who you pray to, go to God, and you ask him for his strength, because we can't do this alone. This battle is not for us to do alone. This path that we walk in is not for us to do alone. This is for us to co-create with the Most High. This is for us to rely on his strength, not ours. Mother divine strength, you understand? Ancestral strength. Demand that your ancestors help carry some of this burden with you, this tiredness. But you have successfully completed a cycle, whether you know it or not. You can't see it, but you have. It's at the end, so you don't have to worry about things that happened in your past. Like, I'm not saying pay attention to the lessons that you learned from the past, but don't dwell on the past, because it's gone. It ain't coming back. It can never come back. And when you start dwelling on the past and keeping that in your mind and about everything you've been through, how hard it is, it keep you stuck. What energy you entertain, it's the energy you're going to see play out in your life. If you're entertaining past energy, you're going to keep seeing past experiences play out in your life. Might not be the same exact experience or the same exact people, but it's going to be the same type of energy. Watch out for that. What I say? Didn't I say this was at the bottom of the deck when I was reading for the Ten of Swords? Not moving forward, feeling like you too stuck to move forward. You got this. We got this. Okay. Oh, Judgment came out. Straight came out. I mean, the card clarified. Judgment came out. Four Swords and the Temperance, and I love to see. Now this is the closing energy. Okay. At the bottom of the deck for this, we got the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. Take a second to actually write out some plans. Don't move so fast before you balance out these energies, okay? You got the Four Swords and you got the Temperance for judgment. Right now is a time for rest and recovery as much as possible. And it's a time for balancing out that inner and feminine masculine and those inner emotions. It's not a time for moving ahead too fast. Don't let nothing make you feel like you have to rush, because a rushed energy and not enough planning can result in some you having to do things over. You experiencing things over. But rest is important right now. Now, I'm telling you, coming from a working mother, a single mother, working on the stuff that I'm working on, plus still having a job, a full time job, I can speak to you about rest. I know how difficult it is to find time to actually rest. And I mean really rest. Not just go to sleep, but actually rest your mind. Something that I'm gonna tell you that I have been so hard headed with was undermining how important meditating is for me. For me, not saying it's for everybody, but for me. I undermine the fact that that's the one time where I can unplug from what I need to do, what schedule is going on, how many hours I'm picking up this week, what I need to put out. I'm telling you, I'm not one to try to act like finding rest is easy, but we make time for what we make time for. To the point I had to delete a lot of distractions in my life. A lot. And that even meant as much as not talking to a lot of people. Not because something's wrong with them, but because I need to find extra time for me to rest and recuperate and balance out my own inner and my own feminine and masculine energies. So I understand how difficult as a person who doing everything by themselves physically is. Now, while I know I have help from the Most High, my spirit guides, I don't doubt that. I'm telling you, when I tell you that's my backbone, that's my backbone. I do have a few friends who I can talk to, but one thing I'm big on is not talking too much about things that's going on until I'm over or I'm through it. Not only that, they have their own things going on in life where they need to focus on their self as well. So I'm telling you, I know all about how finding time to rest as a parent is for us, you know? So that was the message. I love y'all, and I hope that this helped. And I'll be back on here soon. I will not make no promises. I stopped doing it. I've stopped saying, oh, I'm going to put out this amount of videos a week. Right now, I'm still working on balancing out my life that has to come. That's a priority. These children of mine are a priority to me. So I have to make sure everything I do is back working around what's good for them, making sure they have their time, their present mother available. But I will be back on here as soon as possible. And I love y'all, and I pray that this message reach whoever is meant to reach. Good night.